Hey, I'm back. Here we go. Take a look at this one. And I know you're probably thinking, OMG, Mr. Eichley, what are you doing to me? Right? But I want to encourage you because we've done all of this before. We've done order of operations, we've done dividing, we've done subtracting. So we just have to break it down and do one at a time. One thing at a time. And we're going to talk over the steps on how to do it and just break it down one little piece at a time, and you can do it, I promise. So, first step, write each mixed number as an improper fraction. So we take 5 and 1/4, that becomes 21/4. 4 times 5 is 20, plus 1 is 21. Okay, so we're breaking it down here. We take 1 and 1/8, and we change it to 9/8. 8 times 1 is 8, plus 1 is 9. Now we have 9/8. Now we have our new problem here with improper fractions instead of mixed numbers. Now we're getting somewhere. Order of operations says I need to divide first, right? Don't do the subtraction first. Multiply by the reciprocal of 9/8, which is 8/9. So don't divide, flip and multiply. So all we did was flip this over and change the sign to multiplication. Okay? Multiply 21/4 times 8/9. Divide out common factors. So 21 and 9 both are divisible by 3. So 21 divided by 3 is 7. 9 divided by 3 is 3. And then 8 and 4, you divide out a 4. 8 divided by 4 is 2. So that's what they did there. Then you multiply these. 7 times 2 is 14. 1 times 3 is 3. So now your new problem is 14 thirds minus 2 thirds. Now that I've gotten rid of the division multiplication, I can subtract. And thankfully, we already have a common denominator. So we just do 14 minus 2, which is 12. 12 over 3, you're not done yet. Got to change it back to a whole. Well, this time it's a whole number, not a mixed number, but 12 divided by 3 is 4. So the answer there is 4. Make sure you write down all these steps. And if not, you can print out my notes. Okay? These are very helpful when you are doing these problems on your own. All right, here's another one. This time you got to be careful because the subtraction is first. But once we change these to improper fractions, we have to do the division first, remember? So leave this part alone. Go ahead and pause your video and try this out. And then come back and watch
Evaluate
this
3
tutorial.
fourths minus 3 1/2 divided by 8 1/6. Let's start by writing the problem. Notice in
My
this
favorite
problem there are
guy.
2 operations to deal with, subtraction and division. Our order of operations tells us that we should perform the division first. So let's work on that. We're dividing two mixed numbers, so we need to write them as improper fractions. Let's look at 3 1/2 first. To write that as an improper fraction, take the whole number part 3, multiply it by the denominator 2 to get 6, and then add the numerator 1 to get 7. The improper fraction is 7/2. Now let's rewrite 8 1/6. Take the whole number part 8, multiply it by the denominator 6 to get 48, add the numerator 1 to get 49. So that improper fraction is 49/6. What's our next step? Rewrite the division as multiplication by the reciprocal.
Don't divide, flip in. You know the thing.
So the reciprocal of 49 over 6 is 6 over 49. Now we can start multiplying.
Oh, I see some factors
What do we multiply
can
first?
divide out.
Numerators and denominators, right?
7 goes into 49.
7 times 6, 2 times 49. What do you think we should do now? Well, let's divide out common factors. 7 goes into 7 once, and 7 goes into 49 7 times.
What
2
should
goes
we
into
do?
6 3 times, and 2 goes into 2 once. So let's simplify. 3/4 minus 1 times 3 is 3.
There we go.
1 times 7 is 7. Now we're subtracting two fractions with different denominators. We need to get the same denominator, so let's use the least common multiple of 4 and 7. Least common multiple is 28. So let's use that.
Oh, man.
To rewrite 3/4 as 28ths, I have to multiply 4 times 7 to get 28. So multiply 3 by 7, and you have 21 over 28. For 3 7s, I need to multiply 7 times 4 to get 28. So multiply 3 by the same 4. That gives us 12 28ths. Now we're ready to subtract. Subtracting the numerators, I get 21 minus 12 is 9.
Here we go. Now we're talking.
So the answer to the problem is 9 28ths.
I think that's about all we can do. All right. If you want to pause that, you can. Check it out. You can also look at my notes. Make sure you have all that stuff written down because we're starting to get into multiple steps here that are hard to remember. So that's example 3. Keep up the good work and stay tuned for possible